And now the starting lineup for the visiting Atlanta Hawks. At point guard, Reed Sheppard. At center, Onyeka Okongwu. At power forward, Jalen Johnson. At the other guard, Dyson Daniels. At the other forward, Zaccharie Rizache. The head coach of the visiting team is Quinn Snyder. Your small forward, 6'4", number 35, Vince Williams. At the other forward, 6'7", number 21, Kobe Brown. In the middle, 6'10", number 34, Wendell Carter Jr. Starting at shooting guard, 6'4", number 2, Brandon Podziemski. At the other guard, 6'4", number 28, Chase Porter.
The NBA on 2K Sports, presenting an exciting Monday night game. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Golden State Warriors. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Saturday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, that's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Sheppard. And it's Risache in at the 3. And for Golden State, we've got Brandon Podziemski. Vince Williams is out there with Wendell Carter. And it's Brown in at the 4. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
Off target from three-point range. And it's Atlanta's ball. Pass to Risache. Here's Sheppard. He's guarded by Porter. Here's Sheppard to the inside. Here's Okongwu. He can't get that one to fall. Oh, nice D from Carter.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him. On the foul right away.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Porter, picked by Carter. Outside, Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Podziemski. Okongwu with the rebound.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Here's Risache. Williams defending. And Risache gets it to go.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Porter looks it over. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. And Carter gets it to go on the assist by Porter.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
Pass to Daniels. Out to the right wing. Carter against Okongwu, and that was good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Outside Porter. From deep. Fires in the triple.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. The Warriors, #1.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
On defense, the Warriors. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. And Rizache gets it to go.
They've come out strong, 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Yet Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Porter with it. 27 points his last game. Knocks it loose. Okongwu inside. Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Now here's Podziemski. Still no points. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second team.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Okongwu. Here's Daniels, defended by Podziemski. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Shepherd. Warriors with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
And Atlanta with possession here, following the score by Golden State. Outside Johnson. Pass to Daniels. Let's go with a 3. Porter pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Driving in, and then Porter with the dunk.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Here's Shepherd, yet to see a basket. This one for 3. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Outside Porter. Picked by Carter. Kick out to Brown. From outside the arc. Okongwu with the rebound. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 2. Oh, sweet move. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And the Hawks making a change here. McKinney's checked in. The Warriors have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Picked by Carter. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. It's still early in the season, Grant, but most coaches have their rotations worked out by now.
They really do, but if they don't, they better figure it out soon. You don't want to be tinkering with your lineups any later than this.
Hawks trail by 3. Here's Daniels. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. Pass to Rizachet. Launches it. Podziemski grabs the board. The Warriors have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Now here's Porter. 12 points for him. Kick out to Brown. That three's off the mark. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from deep. McKinney pass to Okongwu. Tries to save it. The rebound by Atlanta. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
An interconference matchup. Now, last year, they beat this team in both games.
The Warriors lead by 3. Here's Porter. Here he goes. And then Porter with the dunk.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's McKinney. And in that win against the Nuggets, he was a major factor as well. And Rizachet gets it to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Carter. Tries again. Outside for Porter. Here's Brown. Clock is at 3, and there's a 3-second violation. Juzay, he's... checked in for Porter Jr. The Hawks making a switch here. .54 seconds left in the first. There's a screen by Robinson Earl. Here's McKinney. Gay with a rebound.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Defensive foul. Dennis McKinney. First personal foul. The 15 foul penalty. At the line for one, Juzang.
There's 38 seconds left in the opening quarter. Daniels passes to McKinney. Here's Robinson Earl. Pass to Dixon. Fires for three. Knocks down the triple.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
The Warriors lead by 3. And here's Porter. He's got 14. On the clock. No good with a layup. Puts up a 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors ahead. They lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. They've got Jeremiah Robinson Earl, and it's Daniels in a 2-guard. Hodges with the bucket.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Here's Dixon. He's guarded by Highland. Down low. Here's Robinson Earl. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Robinson Earl. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
Now here's Highland. He had 9 points in his last time out. Here's Hodges. And there's the rejection. To the paint. Here's McKinney. And no good, trying to use the glass. The Warriors lead by 3. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Back to Porter. Pass to Juzang. There's the 3. That one drops, and it comes off. An assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist with that last one. Hawks trail by 6. Here's McKinney. He's got 9. Robinson Earl, the pass to McKinney. Lets it go from deep. And count it. Now 4 for 9.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Outside Porter. Inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball. Really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Here's Robinson Earl. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line in this one.
Robinson Earl, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
To the left side wing. Here's Juzang. And the Warriors with another 3.
Gotta fight harder to get... over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Massey, he's checked in for Wagner. The 2K leaderboard highlighting last season's assist leaders.
Charles Bassey.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Pass to Shepard. From downtown. Nice. Shepard gets his 2nd bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Highland, the pass to Hodges. Out to the wing. Porter with it. Here's Juzang. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Porter. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Atlanta. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
So it's the Warriors now, following the score by Atlanta. From deep, McKinney pulls it in.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's Robinson Earl. He's guarded by Highland. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Robinson Earl's got 6 here in the quarter.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Pass to Juzang from the arc. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Juzang's got 17.
Oh, he is feeling it. 3 trifectas here in the second quarter. 4 already for the game.
Here's Shepard. Here's Daniels. Here's the 3. The rebound by Hodges. Right side Porter. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
And as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Shepard. He's got 5. To the middle. Here's Robinson Earl. And it's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Outside Porter. Pass to Hodges. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
And the Warriors make some changes. Brown, he's checked in for Gay. Williams comes in for Juzang. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Highland. Johnson He's checked in for the Hawks. Risacher comes in for McKinney. And
Timeout,
Quinn
timeout.
Snyder decides to call timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
And get ready.
Carter, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Give it up for your Warriors dance team.
Here's Johnson. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Nuggets in Denver.
And can we talk about the best part? His defense. His shot blocking was simply on another level in that one.
Outside Porter. Picked by Carter. Kick out to Brown. Off target with the three. Hawks trail by 6. Pass to Shepard, looking to end the run. A rebound by Carter. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. The drive by Porter. Now Pajemski. Outside, Brown. Outside Porter. 6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. He's checked in for the Hawks.
Number 19, Dennis McKinney.
The Hawks have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Pass to Risacher. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Risacher's got 10 points.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And out on the wings, Zach Risacher has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Here's Porter. 4 on the clock. Shoots. Goes back up with 1 on the clock. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
That's good from Porter. And he makes both free throws.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Hawks trail by 6. Pass to Shepard. Here's McKinney. Here's Risacher. Williams defending. Here's the floater. It's rebounded by Golden State. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Picked by Carter. Here's Porter. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Here's Risacher. 38 points for him last game against Denver. Driving to the basket. And Carter with the block from behind the arc. A nice shot by McKinney. McKinney's got 15 points.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
The Warriors lead by 5. Pass to Porter. Back to Pajemski. Takes a three. Counted from distance. Podziemski's gotten his second bucket on the night.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
McKinney tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Picked by Carter. Order in the post. Pass to Carter. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds. Ball to balls.
And the Warriors making a change here. Juzang's checked in. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Warriors on top, up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq? And they're in a good spot because of it.
They've shown great toughness, and they've been very quick to the ball. All right, guys, let's move on and see the latest injury report from across the league.
The Nuggets are struggling with the injury problems. Maybe the biggest loss without Jokic. I mean, his ability to scan the floor, make quick decisions with the ball is unparalleled.
Yes, that offense looks a lot different without him in the mix.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Hawks trail by 4. We've got Wendell Carter, Brandon Podziemski out there with Williams, and it's Brown in at the 4 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Rizachet, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Kick out to Brown. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Brown's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Moving once again. He is one of the best shooters in the league.
Pass to Daniels. And here's Okongwu. Launches a 3. Knocks down the long J.
Okongwu.
Okongwu's got his third bucket of the night.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Now Porter. Back to Podziemski. Three-pointer. The rebound by Atlanta. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at Dallas. They'll match up against the Mavericks. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. Pass to Risacher. Now here's Johnson for three. Porter pulls it in. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Up and in on the layup. Porter's got 20 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Here's Risacher. Williams defending. Pass to Okongwu. Stolen by Carter. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Porter from outside. That's off. 7 for 12 now. Hawks trail by 6. Daniels passes to Johnson. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Picked by Carter. Here's Porter to the paint. 5 to shoot. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3. Second call. Well, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Second, the Warriors. The fourth spot held by the Hawks.
These two jumped on opponents' mistakes last year, putting up impressive points off turnover totals.
Shepherd, that's good. Shepherd's got 10.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Pass to Carter. Outside, Brown. Here's Porter. The three ball. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Risacher. Williams defending. 4-3. And it's Risacher with a three. 13 points in the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Carter. Pass to Podziemski. Poke loose. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Daniels, defended by Podziemski. Outside Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Shepherd for 3. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one. Porter against Johnson. Carter, a screen on Johnson. Outside Podziemski. The 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
And Risacher gets... to go.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Golden State has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Now Podziemski. Give him 8. Pass to Porter. Picked by Carter. Porter shot it. is off. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 2-point game. Daniels, that one's true.
I'm not sure why they aren't going to him more. He's scoring the ball so well.
Now here's Porter. Give him 23. Outside Podziemski. Carter on the wing. Outside Porter to end the drought. He buries it from 3. Porter's got 8 points in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
The Warriors lead by 3. Outside Podziemski. No good on the triple. Hawks trail by 3. Here's Risacher. 15 points in the game. Porter in the post. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
Here's Shepherd. He's guarded by Porter. Shepherd, that's good. Shepherd's got 12 points in the game.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Making some changes here. Warriors lead by 3. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Porter. And here's Carter. Back to Williams. Outside Porter. Shoots over Okongwu. Here's Daniels. 7 points in the game. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks. Number 2, Brad Dixon.
Carter against Johnson. Here's Dixon. He's got 5. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get one up here for the tie. Dixon can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 3. Podziemski with it. Give him 8. Picked by Carter. Now here's Podziemski. Carter finds Williams. Now here's Podziemski. Outside Porter. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's McKinney. He's got 15. And he's 6 for 12 after that one. Here's Porter. It's a 1-point game. Outside Podziemski. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Here's Dixon. Inside. Here's McKinney. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Podziemski into the lane. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. It's colder than cold. But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Yes, it's good.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Nation, time to make some noise and welcome out your Warriors 15.
Make some changes. Gay's checked in for Carter. Juzang comes in for Williams. The Hawks leading. Let's get an update on Dyson Daniels. What's the status, Allie?
I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Atlanta. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. It's just so unfortunate to experience injuries like this early in the season, just barely out of the gates and already an unexpected setback.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Graham.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Fourth quarter, on the floor for the Hawks. They've got Shepard, and it's Bassey in at the 5. Atlanta leading by 4. Here's McKinney. Pass to Johnson. And here's Shepard for three. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Here's Gay. Back to Porter. Here's Juzang. Pass to Gay. And here's Porter outside. The rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hawks.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Space in the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Warriors trail by 9. Here's Hodges. Outside, Highland. Pass to Porter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
That's good from Porter. And the Hawks making a change here. Robinson Earls checked in. Porter hits them both. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Atlanta leading by 7. Pass to Shepherd. And the layup falls.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Right side, Porter. Here's Juzang. Releases. And the Warriors miss again. The Hawks have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Pass to Dixon. Here's McKinney. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
McKinney taking 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Williams is checked in for Highland. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Warriors trail by 11. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. The kick out to Williams. Here's Juzang. Clock at 6. Back to Williams. Here's Hodges. No rebound by Atlanta. Outside Johnson. Pass to Shepherd. The 3 is up. The rebound by Hodges. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside Porter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
And Atlanta making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. Here's Dixon. Down low. Here's Johnson. Pass to Shepherd. Beyond the arc. On target from range. Shepherd's got 20 points.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Here's Hodges. Here's Gay. Porter from outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Porter's got 15 points here in the second half.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Here's Shepard. He's guarded by Porter. To the right side, McKinney. Another three for Atlanta.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And here's Porter. Pass to Williams. Outside for Porter. Here's Gay. Fires the three. Rebounded by Johnson.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Shepard. There's the screen by Johnson. The three. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Warriors trail by 15. Right wing. Outside Porter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Johnson.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
First free throw is good.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Wendell Carter comes in for Gay, and it's Brandon Podziemski in for Juzé. The Hawks lead by 13. Pass to Robinson Earl. Here's Risacher. Here's McKinney, picked up by Okongwu. Fires the three. McKinney misses. The Warriors have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Porter in the post. Okongwu on him. Porter, the pass to Hodges. Back to Porter. They set the screen. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels has got 4 rebounds in the game. To the paint. That's good from Okongwu on the assist from Risacher.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Tries to break his ice. And Okongwu with the block. Now Porter. The three is up. Rebound Atlanta.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Oh, he muscles it in through the... contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Outside, Brown. Pass to Porter. Shot clock at 6. There's the drive. And then Porter with the dunk.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. We'll take it.
Here's Risacher. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Risacher's got 19 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
The drive by Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Rizachet. It's rebounded by Golden State. Podziemski's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And then Porter with the dunk.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
To the wing, right side. Here's Rizachet. Williams defending. Williams grabs the board. Warriors trail by 14. Podziemski with it. Back to Porter. Kick out to Brown. And a miss there on the triple.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Johnson. It doesn't go for him. Brown with some nice D. Outside Porter. Picked by Carter. Porter, the pass to Carter. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it. Shepard, he's checked in for McKinney.
Number 15, Reed Shepard.
The Hawks lead by 14. Now here's Porter. Fires from deep. It's stolen away. Here's Shepard. He's guarded by Porter. There's the double team with Porter to the inside. The kick out to Johnson. Knocks it down from distance. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Pass to Porter. Clock at 4. The rebound by Atlanta. Here's Shepard. Here's Rizachet. Williams defending. Here's Daniels. And here's Shepard for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
3 points.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Hawks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year. Well, R.J., there have been so many great rivalries over the years. It's...
Substitution on the court.
27 seconds left to play in the fourth. Outside Porter. They set the pick. Pass to Podziemski. There's the triple. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.